Africa, a continent brimming with potential, rich in resources and driven by the dreams of its people. But now, a storm brews on the horizon, a storm of tariffs unleashed by the United States. These tariffs, intended to punish China and Europe, have become an economic shockwave, shaking the very foundations of African economies. These tariffs, ranging from 10% to a staggering 50%, are levied on a vast array of African goods. From textiles to diamonds, agricultural products to manufactured goods, few sectors are spared. The impact? Devastating. It's like trying to climb out of poverty with a 50-pound weight chained to your ankle. This isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet, this is about real people. Families in Lesotho, whose livelihoods depend on the garment industry, now face an uncertain future. Farmers in Kenya, who toiled tirelessly to grow their exports, see their hard work evaporate before their eyes. Collateral damage. African businesses caught in the crossfire. Take Lesotho, for example. A small landlocked country heavily reliant on textile exports to the US. They've been slapped with a 50% tariff. That's not a speed bump, it's a brick wall. Factories are staring down the barrel of closure. Thousands of jobs hang in the balance. And it's not just Lesotho. Kenya, a major exporter of apparel under the African Growth and Opportunity Act, faces losing over $500 million in exports. This act, designed to boost African trade, now lies in tatters, its future uncertain. South Africa, a major car exporter, finds itself hit with a 30% tariff. Their platinum may be exempt, but the message is clear. America's economic interests come first, even at the expense of its allies. These tariffs are like a virus, spreading through the intricate web of global trade, leaving a trail of economic devastation in their wake. And the worst part, Africa, which had little to do with the trade spat between the US and other economic giants, is left to bear the brunt of the fallout. Winners and losers. Who profits from Africa's pain? So, as African economies reel, who benefits from this chaos? Some US corporations, perhaps, who can now shift production to cheaper regions, exploiting the vulnerabilities of developing nations. And then there's China, waiting in the wings, ready to capitalize on the void left by retreating American businesses. They say when two elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers. But in this case, the grass is on fire, and the elephants are nowhere to be found. This isn't free trade, it's economic warfare. And while the US justifies its actions as a way to protect its own interests, it's clear that the real victims are those who can least afford it. The long-term fallout for Africa. The consequences of these tariffs extend far beyond immediate economic hardship. They threaten to unravel years of progress in Africa. Job losses lead to poverty. Poverty breeds instability. And instability creates fertile ground for conflict and unrest. These tariffs also risk pushing African nations further into the arms of China. Already Africa's largest trading partner, China offers loans, infrastructure projects, and a seemingly insatiable appetite for African resources. But this comes at a cost, a growing dependence on a single economic superpower. The future of Africa, once bright with promise, now seems shrouded in uncertainty. The dream of a continent rising, of achieving economic independence, hangs precariously in the balance. But even in the face of such adversity, there is hope. Africa is a continent of resilience, of innovation, of unwavering spirit. And it is in this spirit that African nations must now come together to chart a new course, a path towards economic self-reliance. This means strengthening intra-African trade through initiatives like the African Continental Free Trade Area, or AFCFTA. It means diversifying their economies, reducing their dependence on exports to volatile markets. And it means investing in their people, in education, in healthcare, in creating opportunities for all. The road ahead will be long and arduous, but the African people have overcome challenges before. They have stared down adversity and emerged stronger, and they will do so again. This is not the end of the story, it's the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where Africa takes control of its own destiny, where it rises above the challenges and builds a brighter future for generations to come. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.